Can you try and see from this link that I'm sharing? Can you download the presentation and the PDF file? This is what I will be showing you in the next 1 hour, and we'll be going through the tasks. Okay, now it's 8:15. Inshallah, I will start. First of all, welcome everyone. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Welcome everyone. In this webinar, we are going to, yes, you should download them if you want and keep it with you. And also I'm going to show it to you now in the next presentation. You don't have to download just now. You can download later also. So this webinar is about tasks and common skills that are a basic requirement for using the Blackboard. As you know, KKU, King Khalid University e-learning deanship, provides all of us, the instructors, the coordinators, the course coordinators, with the platform Blackboard, by which we can teach and we can be in contact with our students. So in this webinar, I'm going to talk about 11 common tasks. If we all learn them and practice them and know about them, we will be able to get the basics of using Blackboard for teaching and learning. Now I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to start the presentation. So you can see from this screen, our title is 11 Tasks to Blackboard Proficiency. And this is created by myself and Dr. Muhammad Tawheed from the Department of Medical Education and the e-learning unit in the College of Medicine, King Khalid University. So we are going to go through one task at a time. You can practice these tasks later. And you can watch me as I go through the tasks one by one. Why do I want to, or why did I think about this 11 tasks proficiency workshop? Is because King Khalid University is actually a pioneer in Blackboard. Ever since 2008, 2009, we have been using Blackboard. And we know that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, there is a 2030 vision where digital transformation has to take place in all aspects of Saudi education, Saudi learning, Saudi as a country itself. So in the e-learning deanship, this is our target and this is our objective, to convert a lot of things that we do on paper to digital. So many medical colleges, many other colleges like engineering, language, all of them have access to Blackboard. So in the Blackboard, we can use different aspects of the Blackboard to create even virtual classroom. We can take assessments, we can upload lectures and YouTube videos, so that we are in contact and we are helping and supporting the students in their learning. So many studies have been published. If you will learn about, if you go through the journals, you see many articles that talk about e-learning as a platform for learning. So inshallah, this guide which we have prepared in the 11 tasks, if we can go through them, we will become much more wiser and much more confident about using the Blackboard for teaching and learning purposes. This slide shows you that KKU, King Khalid University, especially the e-learning deanship, they have gained many awards in the e-learning field. And the recent meeting, the 7th e-learning distant education meeting, was actually held here in this university. So task number 1. If you have downloaded it, you can follow me with the presentation, or you can just watch on the screen. So first of all, in order to use the Blackboard, we'll have to log in. So what is the URL? What is the link, unified link that we can use to go to the Blackboard website? There are 2 ways. One of the ways is actually going through the KKU website and choosing this icon here, which is the Blackboard. The other one is to type in your URL, just the link, this one here, lms.kku.edu.sa. You will be presented with this page on the right hand side where you can log in with your username and password. If you have any problems with your username and password, please contact the e-learning help desk by the number 7000, or you can go through the KKU unified number 8000 and then select e-learning and contact the administrator and the support for any problems with login, username, password. One very important thing I have to mention here is your username and password is very, very important to keep it secure. Why? Because it is unified. By that I mean many services in the King Khalid University use the same username and password. So like services of Injaz, self-service, the library, e-learning, all of them share the same username password. So I would suggest that if you are doubtful that your password has been leaked, immediately change it and keep changing your password, so as not to leak the password to any other third party who may misuse your account. So keep your account information very safe and secure. So once you have logged in, the first thing you will notice on the Blackboard is the courses that you are logged in, or that you are coordinating, or that you are teaching in. So maybe on the left hand side or maybe on the right hand side, you will see the list of courses that you are signed in or enrolled in. When you are enrolled, you may be an instructor or you may be a student. So these courses will be listed in My Courses. Okay. There is a notice here in the middle. Perhaps many of you will have noticed that this is not the first year that we have started to use Blackboard. We have been using Blackboard for about 10-15 years now. So recently this year we have upgraded to a new version of Blackboard. So all the old Blackboard courses are found in this middle section here. By clicking on here, you will log in once again and you will log into your old courses from last year, from previous years. So that's not going to be open for all the time. As you can see, there is a date, 22/11. Now it has changed to 22/12. And 22nd of December 2019, they may stop this service. So from the old courses, if you have got anything important like lectures, like answer and question quizzes that you have saved in the tests and pools. Please download them and save them. You can archive the old courses and you can bring them to the new course. Or you can keep it safe on your computer. Now, on this same page, inside one of your courses, you will be able to, before you go into your course, you may want to change the language. By default, the interface language is Arabic. Okay, so if you would like to change this to English, of course, these names of the courses, they will remain in Arabic, but many things will become English. If you go to your name and go and pull down the menu, and you will see at the end settings. In the settings, you have user or personal settings. In there, you can put your default language as English, United States, or English, United Kingdom. And once you have selected that, you will notice that the things will become English. So in top of here on the page, you can see my institution, community, booking labs. All these things will become English if you select your language to be English. So before you actually go into any one of your courses, you can, if you want, change the language. So that's now task number 2. We need to go into our course. Okay. So now we will select one of the courses. Once you are on the course, you will come to the home page. Now, some people have put the home page as start here, or most people have put it as the home page of your screen, where you will see a few things. In the middle, you will see the announcements that you may have made. Okay. I have listed 4 areas which everyone should know about. So number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Okay, so what they are? Number 1 is actually the menus and links to different aspects of your course. Okay, and these menus here, or these links, or these buttons, they are seen by both yourself as an instructor and also by students. Okay, so there are some drop-down contextual menus here, or buttons here on the side, on the right-hand side of the names. If you click them, you can choose to hide or show to the students these links. All right, and what I want to say about number 1, these menus or links or buttons, whatever you want to call them, they are of 2 types. One type is smart, like announcements and tasks. What I mean by smart is that when you put an announcement, automatically other areas of the pages where announcements are displayed, they automatically get updated. Okay, and if you choose announcement, automatically messages goes to the students automatically that there is a new announcement for them regarding their Blackboard activity or regarding their course. And the rest of the pages, they are just content area. So they will be blank by default, like for example, the lectures, or start here, or discussion. So in these content areas, you will then be able to put in these content pages your own materials. So your own content for the course. In our courses, we have lectures, we have PowerPoint presentations. We would like to put some video, some audio content. We may want to put some web links. So we will use these content areas like lectures and start here, okay, to put up whatever content and material we want to show to the students. Now, number 2 on the left-hand side for me at the bottom, this area is the course management. This is only visible to the instructors. Here there will be course tools, there will be evaluation, grade center, things like this. Okay, so this second part at the bottom is only for instructors. Okay, instructors to build their course, okay, to add assignments and tests before they actually make it visible to the students on the top side here. Number 3 is the main canvas, okay, or the home page. So at the moment on mine, I am showing you the announcements that I have made for the students. And then number 4 here, there's a small icon which is actually used to test your Blackboard content when you want to make it available to your students. So some of us are in the habit of loading and uploading our courses at the beginning of the course or semester. So they want to load all the lectures for the whole semester at one time, but they don't want to show all the lectures to the students right in the first week of the course. So what they would do is they would upload the material and make it ready, but they will not make it available to the students until another time in the future. So if you would like to see the screen or see the Blackboard with the eyes of a student, then you can select this number 4 menu, and you will then be previewing your Blackboard course as seen by your students. Okay, so for example, you may have lecture number 25, which will be coming in week number 7 or week number 8, but you will have made it unavailable to your students. So by going to this view, then students will not be able to see it now until the week number 7 comes. Only that time it will be open for them. So you can make sure by testing this button here, see what the students are seeing. Okay, so on this main page I'm showing you, so this will be like task number 2 to see this content, number 1, which is for students and for staff, for instructors. Number 2 is the course management control panel, which is for instructors only. The 3 is the main canvas and main area for your home page, and this number 4, which is to toggle student view on or off. Okay. Task number 3 is this first button that I have made, or first link that I have made on my course, called Start Here. Very, very important page. At the beginning of any course, you would like to welcome the students. You would like to, or you would want to, give the students the course specification, the course outline, the course instructions, or the course textbooks to be used in the course, or the contact information for yourself as an instructor or a coordinator of a course, and for other staff who may be teaching in this course. So I would say the first task for you to build your Blackboard course is to start with the Start Here and upload all the necessary information. Okay, so you would make a welcome by an announcement. You will make some course description where you will add course specification. You will also show them the textbooks to be used, okay, in this course, and contact information lower down on the start page. Also, there should be tutorials for your fellow instructors, how to use the Blackboard. E-Learning Deanship has provided with tours and tutorials how to use and how to go around the Blackboard for staff, faculty, for instructors, as they have made on the start menu also the tour and the tutorials for your students. So you should remind the students that if you are new to Blackboard and if you want to use for the first time, you are using Blackboard, you don't know where to go, try out the tutorials. So all this information would go in the Start Here. And that is my task number 3. So every Blackboard course should start here. That is why it's called the Start Here button, where you would make basic information, important information about your course available to the students. Number 4, how to make an announcement. Many of you already would have used the Blackboard, so it's not very difficult that if you want to announce something to the students, like a change of room for the lectures, or a quiz coming up on a particular date. If you want to announce it to all your students in this course, you use the links announcement, and there will be on the canvas create new announcement. You can press that and add some information about that, like what I have done here, a new test coming up. Okay. Important thing to note here in the announcement is that you cannot attach any file or paste any file directly. It's an announcement, so it should not contain a big book file or 500 pages file in this announcement place. If you want to link this announcement to a file or to a PDF page, then you can use in the options for this creating the announcement, you can use the course link. So I would put the material that I want to associate with this announcement in the lecture section, and then only provide the link in the announcement as I have done here. So task number 4 is how to make an announcement. If you haven't tried it, just try with your student on your Blackboard course, create a welcome announcement where you would tell the student something about your course and something about yourself, and see how every student receives this announcement. Okay, so task number 4, announcement. Task number 5, this would be the main busy area for everybody, where day by day, week by week, we upload content useful and of support for our students. So mainly I have seen many of our staff, including myself, we use this page, which is a content area, and you see here build content, build assessment, use some tools. Okay, tools will be like books that are available, or have a contract with Blackboard so you can share those materials with your students. So here in the lectures page, by clicking here, you go to the lectures page, and then you say, okay, I just want to give them a PPT or a PowerPoint presentation file. So you can use that to give them an item or give them a file. It's very important because this area maybe become clogged with a lot of material. So it's very useful to organize this page into folders. So I would say I've got 6 topics to teach in the next 16 weeks. For each topic, I make a folder, and within that folder, I can then put in the material for that topic. So that topic may contain 6 lectures, a tutorial, and an assignment or something like that. So I can group all that together into an organized fashion into a content folder. This is here. Also in this lecture page, I may want to put up some audio files, some video files, some web links. Also, I can put up a YouTube video, okay, slide share presentation. So all of these helpful things are available to us all through the Blackboard, and we can utilize them in our lectures page. So task number 5 is about lectures, about Word presentations, Word files, PowerPoint presentation, PDF files, YouTube. Okay, all of these can be uploaded to this area. And the important thing is that we organize everything into folders and into weeks. Maybe some people, they like to make folders for weeks, week number 1, week number 2, week number 3. So it becomes easy for students to follow. The other thing also is that whenever you put material up, you will find there is some restriction. So you don't have to show this material from the beginning whenever you upload. Rather, you can restrict it by saying date after which to show, and date until, or date and time until which to show this material. So you can say only on this week this material is available. Or you can make it open and say all these lectures are available from week number 1 to week number 6. Okay, so these are lectures. Task number 5. Now we have finished. We can move to task number 6. These are Another content area, if you have a look, the page looks very similar to the lectures. So this is a content area. But in here, instead of uploading lectures, we will be using the second part, which is assessment. And here we can organize the quizzes and any task, any assessment related to the course we give to the students. For myself, because I'm going to give them in the future, during the 16-week course, some graded quizzes, which are MCQ based, multiple choice questions, exams and quizzes. So I want them to practice from week number 1 using some questions that are not related, or maybe they are related to the course description, but there are no marks. So I want the students to use practice exam online, which is open all the time. There is no date restriction, and they can take many attempts. All my objective is for creating a practice exam online is that the students are aware how to use the mouse, what happens when they are scrolling up and down the questions, and how to use the keyboard, how to log in, how to log out, how to submit, and how to check their own internet connections from their own laptop, from their own devices, so they are aware of how the exam will be once they come to a graded quiz. So this task number 6 would be to create a practice quiz for your students and see how they do their homework, or see how they do their survey. You can, in the assessment, do surveys, get their opinion from the student, how they are managing through the course. So all these tests, surveys, and pools, you can put them, sorry, not pools, quizzes and assignments or essays in using task number 6, which is assessments and tests. Another very important part of engaging students in learning system or learning field, teaching and learning, and how students can help each other by answering some common comments or common questions about any topics that you have taken in the lectures. So you can create a discussion board. It is interactive, and you can also make it graded. So you can actually assign some marks if you want. Okay. Usually there is, by default, the Blackboard learning management system already gives you 2 forums. One is about the general course discussion, and one's about some questions students want to ask. Okay. On my course, you can see when I took this snapshot, none of the students, they asked anything. Okay. So, but when I created myself a discussion forum, which was just an introduction. So I said to them, hello, my name is such and such. I've been here in this country for so many years, and I teach biochemistry and something like that. I wanted the student to do the same. So I gave them a discussion board task. And if you want to complete task number 7 by yourself, you should do the same. Say, okay, give the discussion student chance to write something about themselves. So I want each student in my course to say something about himself or herself. And once he or she have loaded something in the forum, then I will open the forum for them to see what the other students have said, and they would have to reply to 3 or 4 students. So this would be an interactive game, you can say, or interactive learning discussion. Later on, you can specify or make it focused on some topic that you have taught them in the course. It doesn't matter what course it is. Any topic you want the students to discuss with each other and with yourself, you can use this discussion board, which is task number 7. Okay. I will allow you time at the end, inshallah, 10-15 minutes, where you can ask questions. At the moment, I am not following any messages that you have written because I'm going through this presentation. So I will look at that once at the end. Okay, the next task is, I would say, a task for the rainy day. When university has called off all the lectures and you have scheduled a lecture on that day, so students will not come to the college or not come to the campus where you are teaching. They are told to stay at home. So how are you going to run your course? Then an excellent tool is there on the Blackboard, which we can utilize to conduct a virtual classroom where we can create a session and teach to our student while they are away from the campus. You can make it real time, that on this particular day at this time the class will start and you can join in. As long as you have electricity and internet, you can join and use Blackboard Collaborate. On your default menu in the Blackboard, you will see virtual classroom. That can be linked now to either Blackboard Collaborate or Collaborate Ultra, which is now the real tool to use, because the difference between Collaborate and Collaborate Ultra, as we have seen in a previous webinar by Dr. Mohsin Khan, that previously we had to download things like Java and plugins, and we had to do some things with the Collaborate files before we can actually record or launch a virtual classroom. Now they have made it so simple. All of this has been brought together in another part of virtual classroom called the Collaborate Ultra. It's just you create a session and start, and students can log in. So you can put this session in your lectures and tell the students that on this day at this time I will be doing a virtual lecture. Students can come in and they can use Collaborate Ultra, and you can actually deliver your lecture as I am delivering my lecture now to you while you are away from the campus in your own places. So in the same way, you can record the lecture as well as you can converse with the students directly. Okay, and you can choose to record the lecture as well. So for a later date, you can actually go through the same session again. So this is about task number 8, Blackboard Collaborate and Collaborate Ultra. How to get to Collaborate Ultra, you might not find it on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. So you can go to the lectures, then you can select tools, and then you can select more tools, and then you will find Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. So you can set things up from here. It will be set up in the Blackboard, in the lectures page. And from there, the students can access it. And then you can launch your session at a particular date, at a particular time, and conduct your lecture. Okay, so this is all about task number 8. Now, task number 9 is about the grade center, where you collect all the marks. Now, recently there has been a drive to, I don't know in the other colleges, but in our college, College of Medicine, the vice deans and the deans, they have instructed everybody, irrespective of how you conduct the exam or how you conduct the test, whether paper or online, okay, or electronic, we are to display the results for all continuous assessments. These are quizzes, lab reports, lab practical. These marks, we should declare the results to the students using Grade Center in Blackboard. Maybe some of us are in the habit of displaying all the results of the students on a page, on paper, and hanging it on the notice board, where students would come to the department and see the notice board and see his name or number and find out what mark he got in a particular exam. The disadvantage with this is that he or she can also see the marks of all the other students when you do it on a notice board on paper. So the advantage with using Grade Center is that we can go to the Grade Center, and you will find the Grade Center for instructors under the course management in course tools. Below the course tools, you will find evaluation, and then you will find Grade Center. If you expand it, you will see full grade center, and you see this menu that I'm showing you, or these grades and marks and names of students as I'm showing you here. This is the full grade center for my course. Now you see some signs here, a circle with a line. Okay, what does that mean? On this availability and the last access and all these other ones, you don't see the same sign. Well, this sign means you can hide it from the students. So you can hide the score from the total score from the students for some time. And also if you have created other columns, you can show or hide to the students by selecting the menu from here, drop down menu. So let us first create a new column. Say I did an exam on paper, a quiz of 10 questions for my students, boys and girls. They took my exam. Now I have used the scanner or use a manual marking. And now I know in my own Excel sheet, I've got the names of the students and I've got their marks, which were out of 10 or out of 15. Okay, so how do I take these paper marks to Blackboard and then make an announcement to the students saying, okay, go and see the mark for your performance in this quiz using my grades for the students, where they will see their marks, and how should I as an instructor put these marks in the grade column. So what I would do is I would go to the Blackboard, go to my course, go to the control panel, go down to the grade center, select full grade center, and then on the left you see here, create column. So I create a column. After creating a column, there will be some options that I have to select. So in the create column, I'll have to give it a name. I'll have to give it how many points are there for this column, how many marks. So the quiz was out of 10 or out of 20, so I have to say possible points. Then there is also an option to say, what do I want to show to the students for this quiz? Do I want to show them the score? Or do I want to show them the percentage? Or do I want to show them just complete, incomplete? Or do I want to show them a letter saying you got A, or you got B, or you got C, or you got D? So these choices are there once you select this option, create new column. Once you have created the column, then manually from your own Excel paper sheet or Excel file, you can type in manually the score that the particular student have got one by one, change the number, press enter, and then you can put the mark for that student. The advantage, as I said, using this fashion or this type of grade declaration, the student concerned will see his own grade or his own score only, which is useful because sometimes the students, they complain that, okay, I don't want my result to be shown to all the other students. Maybe my mark is excellent or my mark is very bad, so I don't want the other student to see my mark. So we would now have to follow grade center and put a new column and show the mark in this fashion so only students can see. Okay, number 10. This is a communication place. So it's not a content area like lectures was. So course messages is like an email. So you can select to send something by email to your students. Okay, and students likewise can answer you something by replying to you using an email. So what is important about this page is to know that your username at kkU.edu.sa is accessible as an email through the Blackboard using course messages. And what's more important, many of us do not know, but it is there, that our emails in the university, our username at kkU.edu.sa is actually a Gmail. So wherever you are in the world, even the Blackboard is down, you can't access Blackboard, but you can still open Google Mail, gmail.com, and in the Gmail, you can put in as a username your username @kkU.edu.sa, and then press next. Immediately he will put you to the King Khalid University login page. Once you log in successfully, you will be coming back and you will be looking at a browser page in whatever browser you use, like Google Chrome or Firefox, and you will see exactly what you would do for your private Gmail, except that now you are using the email where people can reply to you and you can send emails to them using kku.edu.sa username. Okay, so course messages is a valuable place. If you create a new message, you will be given a choice to whether to send it to everyone or to send it to selected people. So you can control the emails that you send, okay, and the receive email. So you can see on my page, I've got 200 mail, okay. This signifies that myself, I am not using this facility on the Blackboard too much. So we should. That's why we created task number 10 to use course messages in the Blackboard, okay? And we will be advertising @kku.edu.sa email to everybody, right? Rather than gmail.com or yahoo.com or hotmail.com. Okay, we can use our own email address for King Khalid University. Task number 11 is a very important place, performance dashboard. And this is, I think, the last task. So I will stop after this and give you 15 minutes to answer all the questions that you may have asked. One by one, I will try to answer everything. Task number 11 is performance dashboard. So how do you know when fellow instructors in your course and the students themselves, when they last log into your course? Okay, and what is the activity that they have gone through on the Blackboard? Now, if you are using tracking on lectures or on assessment, assignments, okay, by tracking, you will see the information here, whatever the student went to. For example, I gave some of the students some exams, so I can see from here on the right-hand side, I can view their grade. Also in the middle here, last course access, so the date and which they access this course. So these are instructors. Of course, not many of my instructors use my course to do their work. So you will find that this 32 days ago, for example, somebody here who accessed my course. I don't mind. But when I see like this for students here, then I would be concerned if a student is not logging in. Perhaps he has left the course or there is some problem. So I would have to contact that student. So grade performance dashboard is a useful place to track and see user activity. And you can create also some evaluation reports about the students, about the course, what part of the course is really heavily used by the student, what part of the course is not used. So task number 11 would be performance dashboard. And I think that is the last slide. So I would want to go back to the, see now how many questions I have. Okay, so I'm going to answer some of these questions, okay? What people have said, would this webinar be archived? Yes, it will be. As already I have given you a link in the chat. There is a link to my presentation as well as the actual file, as well as there will be a feedback form and tasks completed page. So you will be able to click a tick, say, I managed to do the announcement, I managed to do the lecture, I managed to do some quiz. So if you have completed these tasks, then we will have information, and inshallah, in a few days, there will be a short quiz, an exam, an assessment. We'll ask you about 10 questions. And if you answer them, then this will give us an indication, as also the e-learning deanship will know that you participated in this workshop or in this webinar and you were competent enough, and we can now say that you have got the basic skills required to run Blackboard. Okay, so this will be available in the next few days. All right, already the PowerPoint presentation is available in the links on the chat. The link doesn't work. Okay, we will check this, and inshallah we will send, because if you can all supply with your email addresses, which we have already in the e-learning deanship, we will send you the link again, and so that it works. Sometimes the students said that they cannot download videos. I can attach what you want to ask what may be the reason. Okay, sometimes the videos that we upload are actually links. So they may be linking through the YouTube, so they won't be able to download it directly. Okay, so if you want to make your own video and you put it up as an MP4, make sure it is an MP4, then students will be able to download it and save it. Is there an Ultra can put more than one section together? I have tried that and I found that it doesn't work. The way you could do it is by providing a guest link, but I wouldn't advise you to do that. The reason with that is that when you put an open link on WhatsApp or on an email, this can be very easily hacked by people who are always waiting to hack Blackboard Ultra or Blackboard Collaborate. So if you want to link all of them together, I would say that no, run it separately for each group, half an hour for each group, and you will be able to control it better and it will be more secure. Sometimes the students, they say, okay, what is that? How do I access the dashboard performance? The dashboard performance can be accessed by going to the course management control panel and looking for evaluation. In evaluation, you will see the dashboard performance. Okay. Statistical analysis of the quiz conducted. Inshallah, in the future, I will do a practical webinar of creating a quiz, deploying a quiz, and then looking at the item analysis. Let me see if I can share quickly. Share, resume, share. I will share. Hopefully you can see my Blackboard now, and I will show you that in a quiz that I have done. Just recently, I have done in my course a quiz exam, which was worth 16 marks. All of the questions were MCQs. And here you can see item analysis. So if I press item analysis of that quiz, already I have run it. If you have not run it, you can select and run. It takes only a few seconds to give you the analysis. You can see it's running now. Now it's ready. I click on it. So for any quiz that is MCQ based, you will see the discrimination. You will see the difficulty of the questions. You will see the average score and the average time taken for the electronic quiz. Okay, so in this quiz that I had 32 questions, we can see 27 and 4 as well, you can say. So 31 questions out of the 32 are good or fair questions. One poor question, which means the discrimination is less than 0.1. Probably it means that a question was so easy that everybody answered it 100%. This is the one here, the first question. And it is telling me that the quiz had about, all questions were between easy to medium difficulty, no hard questions. It's okay because it is level 3 and there is no They have just started the College of Medicine MBBS course. They have had 2 semesters in Mahala, and the first semester they are coming to me for biochemistry. In the quizzes, they are supposed to be direct questions at the moment. All right. You also see, if I want to go to a question, the question shows you the distractor function. So if you are looking at item analysis, you need to show that how many percent or what percentage of your students are going for the wrong answers. So these are called distractors in the MCQ exam. So here you can say about 90% are going for the correct answer, but there is this one which is 5% or more. So you say this is a good distractor. And this one here, surgery, is not doing anything as well. So this is not a good choice. So whoever gave this question, I can give them a feedback saying, your question, in what condition positive nitrogen balance is seen? Okay. So I would say next time when you use this question, give better distractors to make the question more discriminative. Okay, so this is an item analysis. I will stop sharing this now. Look at some other questions that you may have. Are the names of students in the grade center in the same chronological order as it is in their attendance page? No. You have 2 lists, and I think this question is from Dr. Khurshid or someone else as well. The sorting in the Blackboard Grade Center is done by last name and by default, and the academia in the academia registry system or the registration and admissions page, academia, when you go there, they are sorted according to the first name. Okay, so when you are using the list from academia, you will find the names are slightly different. They are in different order to the Blackboard system because both of them are using a different column to sort the names in order. Okay. When you are putting marks in the grade center, you don't need to, because this is done in the Blackboard in the grade center, so you don't need to organize it in the same list as you have in the registry system. But if you would like, already you got your own hard copy or Excel copy of the results of a particular exam, and they are already in the sorted according to the academia list, then if you contact me privately, we can have a session with you how you can download the grade center column, organize it according to your list, and then puts the copy the marks together in that new file and upload the same file back again to the Blackboard. All right. So I can give you another short demonstration about how to do that. At the moment, all I said in the grade center was to put marks for the students one by one manually. If you would like to do it in one go, then the procedure would be to download the column using work offline from the Blackboard. You will have a CSV file which you can open in Excel. Then you can sort it according to as you like or as you have it in the academia. Put the results in, save that file, and put it back again to Blackboard, and you will have all the numbers in one go. Okay, rather than doing every score manually for the student. But maybe some people find it safer to do it manually rather than playing with Excel. There is also in our College of Medicine from the quality management or the quality office, we have a special Excel worksheet which has a sequencer in it where you can give sequence list of the student names or student user ID, and on the another column where you can put in all the unsequenced data, and this data can be taken to the sequence list in one go, and you can copy that back again to the Blackboard. In probably it would take you about 3 or 4 minutes to get all the numbers into the Blackboard Grade Center. I would say use this if you have a lot of students. Some of the courses we have 100, 180 students, all right? So we can use that sort of Excel management manipulation to make our life easier how to enter this grade center results. There will be a certificate for this webinar, but as I said to you, we will be giving you by email a link to a small quiz. Once you answer those questions, and you will say the pass mark will be 60%. Okay, if you pass successfully the 60 or more marks, then we will send you the certificate. Inshallah, the e-learning dealership will send you the certificate. Let me see any other question. The names in ascending order already I mentioned that. May I request assignment correction. So suppose you made a MCQ exam. After the MCQ exam is over and you have done the item analysis, you found that one question was hard. And when you actually looked at that question, you found that the instructor who gave that question has put the wrong key. So in Blackboard, in the electronic exam, you would go to edit the test, edit the question, change the answer, and you will see, notice at the bottom, it will say update and regrade. So the quiz has already been taken, attempts are already recorded in the Blackboard, but when you have changed this answer to this particular question, now the item analysis will change as well as the scores of the students will change automatically. So you don't have to worry. Mostly it is after the exam or post-exam when the questions are MCQs and we do item analysis, which is very, very important to know what quality of questions we are giving to the students and whether there are problems with some questions, okay? So item analysis, we will be able to know whether certain question is hard and why is it hard? Is it genuinely hard or we have put the wrong key? It happens in many exams, okay? It happens in many quizzes. We will only find out after the item analysis. Simply showing a score and giving it to the student and taking that into consideration, you may be harming the student by giving a question which is wrongly keyed. So item analysis is very important. Once you change the answer, you do the item analysis again, you can update the results and you can regrade the students, okay? You can even remove a question and then that will be, you will have to tell the student that instead of 30 marks for this, it is now out of 29 because one question was removed from the, maybe it had double answer, maybe it was confusing. So all these things can be taken care of by item analysis. Request to please give me tutorial of 10-15 minutes with specific question one-to-one whenever you get free time. You are welcome, Dr. Khurshid. Inshallah, I can do that for you. We can make an appointment. So I have shared you a Dropbox link. I hope you are able to download it. Certificate of attendance, e-learning deanship will take care of that. Can we get video record? No, there is no video recording of this presentation, but there is an audio recording and it is with myself as well as with the e-learning deanship. There is quality issue. We have to maintain a quality file in hard copy for accreditation purpose. I take exam here online. How can I maintain quality file? Oh, you can. Very good question again, Dr. Khurshid. I hope you are still there. The online things that you have in Blackboard can be copied, and I can show you that how you take copies to Word, copies to Excel, and maintain your course file. Okay, all the evidence, all the item analysis, all the destructor function, user answers, all of this can be saved offline through Word and through Excel by copy paste. If you like, I can give you a practical demonstration of that also. Someone is asking Reshma about the safe assignment correction. I have not had any experience with that because most of my exams are multiple choice. If you are giving assignment and you want to know about safe assignment, please contact Ahmed Sholan by using 7000 and talking to him. Or if you want, you can email me and I will get the information for you through email. Okay. We can get them by sorting the first name. Yes, good answer. How to use question bank in Blackboard. Okay, question banks you can create in the course tools in control panel. You will see tests, surveys, and pools. These areas or these places you can utilize questions that you have used before. They are all saved in the Blackboard system, and you can even download them as a zip file, a compressed file, and reuse them in another course, or take them, import, export to other courses. Okay, so question banking is there through Blackboard. Okay, I think I have answered most of the questions. If there's anything that I have missed or I have not answered, I would like to say, yeah, color schemes and settings are there in customization in the control panel. You can use different colors, different buttons, different themes. All this is also covered in the control panel. I would like to thank everyone who attended. At the moment, I can see 57 people who have attended. Once again, I thank you all and have a good night and happy blackboarding. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.